What a dynamic card we have from top to bottom. Now our co-main event, it'll be Jermall Charlo and Jose Benavidez Jr. And in our main event of the evening, two-division world champion Demetrius Andrade, ladies and gentlemen. And he will take on David Benavidez, the youngest super middleweight champion in history.
This is a great way to close out the year. Everybody has so much to prove on this card.
This is the greatest fight that could be made at 168 pounds right now, and we're getting ready to fight, baby.
He's not an easy opponent. I always find a way to win, and Saturdays ain't gonna be no different.
May the best fighters fight each other, and that's what we proving. It's time for war, baby. What?
But when I get in there, this shit's not funny. I'm gonna beat his ass.
Hell no.
I send all my opponents to the hospital. Look at my track record.
Your whole Benavidez family gonna be getting hurt.
I told him if he tried to act tough or try to get in my face, I'm gonna whoop his ass.
Bro, you ain't gonna do nothing.
You're the champion. You look like a fucking bum, bro.
Now we in person now. He shook. We gonna do.
Jose, can we get back?
Your money up like you tough, bro.
I'm right here, fighting. I'm a fucking warrior.
Why you not thinking?
Why you want to talk all this nonsense? You make no fucking sense.
Get in there, he gonna end up being just like everybody else. 32 done tried, and they all failed.
How it's gonna happen is by winning.
Putting everything into this fight. We want to see a war, so let's go to war.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to day number 2 of Fight Week as we begin Fight Week officially here in Las Vegas this Saturday night on Showtime pay-per-view. We have an outstanding night of boxing in our main event. What a showdown this is going to be. It is for the interim WBC Super Middleweight Championship of the World, as the reigning champion, David Benavidez El Monstruo, will defend his world championship against Demetrius Andrade. It all comes your way this Saturday on Showtime pay-per-view, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time from the Michelob ULTRA Arena here at the Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas, presented by Premier Boxing Champions and also promoted by TGB Promotions and Samson Boxing. Want to wish all of you and your families a very happy holiday season. Here in the United States, we're getting ready to embark on Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving to all of you and your families. But we hope you have an appetite for outstanding fights, because we are going to bring you an outstanding night of action on a Saturday night here in Las Vegas. We will run down, not only do we have an outstanding main event between two unbeaten super middleweights, Demetrius Andrade looking to become a 3-division world champion. David Benavidez, the youngest super middleweight champion in history. He won his first world title at age 20, incidentally, here at this venue. Our co-main event, talk about a grudge match, as Jermall Charlo, the WBC middleweight champion of the world, he returns to action for the first time in over 2 years. Standing in his way, the older brother of David Benavidez, Jose Benavidez Jr., who has fought against the likes of Terrence Crawford and Danny Garcia. Let's just say those two guys are not going to be sending holiday cards to one another. Also, we have IBF 140-pound unbeaten world champion Subriel Matias defending his championship against top-rated challenger Showjan Ergashev. And then we also have the WBA Super Featherweight World Championship on the line. The champion, Hector Luis Garcia, will put his title up for grabs against the mandatory challenger Lamont Roach. You are going to see all the fighters work out that'll be involved in Saturday night's boxing extravaganza. We want to bring up to the ring with a record of 23 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, 9 wins coming by way of knockout. 28 years of age, from our nation's capital, Washington, D.C. He has won 4 straight fights, looking to capture a world title in this, his second opportunity. Gave a valiant effort against Jamel Herring back in November of 2019, but 4 years later, he's looking to realize his lifelong destiny. Please welcome Lamont Roach. Give it up for Washington, D.C.'s finest, Lamont Roach. Lamont, this is your second opportunity. It has not been the easiest road for you. It took you 4 years to get back to this level. How much does this mean to you?
Man, this means everything to me, man. I put my whole life into this sport, blood, sweat, and tears. As you can see, this 4 years, this four road journey since my first title shot. I worked my way back up to the #1 spot like I rightfully deserve.
Now, in terms of your 4-fight win streak, you have a fantastic rhythm going on. Feel like you're hitting your stride. What has been the key to your success in recent memory?
The key has been putting my foot on the gas, taking control of everything, letting everything know that no one's going to give anything to me, so I got to go take it.
What did you learn in that first opportunity that you are going to utilize in your advantage on Saturday?
What I just said, that no one's going to give me anything. I got to go in there and take it if I want it. You got to beat the champ, and I'm going to take the belt from the champ and show why I deserve to be champion.
Being on a stage of this level here in Las Vegas, I mean, you fought on some big stages before, but does it ever get old?
Never gets old. I love the lights. I like to showcase my skills. So I love the lights. I'm made for this, and I'll be a superstar soon.
What would you like for those that are new to Lamont Roach? What do you want them to take away from your performance? I know you're going to be aggressive, and you obviously have a litany of skills at your disposal, but what are you hoping they take away and the world takes away from Lamont Roach's performance on Saturday?
I hope that they take away that I'm going to be the best in this division. Hopefully I can be a unified world champion, maybe even undisputed.
Let's talk about your opponent, Hector Luis Garcia. He fought Tank Davis earlier this year. Obviously, he is a terrific technician, training under the guidance of Bob Santos, but how do you assess your opponent?
He's a great fighter, and that's where I perform my best at, when people bring the best out of me. So I think Hector's a perfect dance partner for me to shine very bright on Saturday night.
Now, this card is absolutely stacked. Is this the kind of fight where you see Hector Luis Garcia, styles make fights, you guys will make it exciting, but are you looking to steal the night and have that quote-unquote fight of the year contender or, here in 2023? Or do you want to make it so one-sided that people don't even worry about that?
I'm glad you said that second part, because I'm not looking for it to be fight of the year or anything like that, but if it goes to it, of course I would deliver. I know on my end I would deliver for sure. But I'm looking to punish him. I want it to be one-sided.
You want to punish him?
Yeah, I want to punish him. If I can knock him out early, I'll do it. If I can knock him out late, I'll do it. If I can knock him out at any point, I'll try.
All right, so I'm going to put you on the spot before I let you work out. In a perfect world, in Lamont Roach's perfect world on Saturday, how does the fight end?
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet. You heard it from Lamont Roach, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Washington, D.C.'s finest. We'll then work out for all of you here at the Mandalay Bay, here in Las Vegas, kicking off fight week here in the fighting capital of the world. Day #2 officially of fight week. It's Benavidez Andrade on Showtime pay-per-view. Lamont Roach getting set to work out here in Las Vegas on the PBC and the Showtime Sports YouTube page.
I'm a night owl, it's a different mode. I'ma have to make a pen 6 on a pinky toe. Heard you with a shooting guard, just let it know. I will have you courtside, not the middle row. All good love in a minute though. I can stress about it, cause I'm a timid soul. Plus I'm cooking up ambition on the kitchen stove. I started from see the suns every blue to go. Man, I'm suave, but I can't get me cold. No, thank you, John Wayne. I bought them yellow stones. Before I even know, don't tell me that you modern if you ain't
Lamont Roach working out, ladies and gentlemen, here in Las Vegas. He will take on Hector Luis Garcia for the WBA Super Featherweight Championship of the World, a part of what will no doubt be a loaded night of action on Saturday night, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time. For those of you here in Las Vegas, tickets are available at AXS.com, or if you are watching on the stream on the PBC or Showtime Sports YouTube stream, you can purchase it in the comfort of your own home on Showtime pay-per-view, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time. Prior to our pay-per-view night of boxing, we will have 2 prelim fights coming your way featuring Vito Mielnicki Jr. He will take on Alexis Salazar. And also we got Sergey Lipinets, the samurai, in action against Michel Rivera of the Dominican Republic. That comes your way 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific time on the Showtime Sports YouTube page. So we are certainly giving you plenty of helpings of boxing that are going to deliver potentially some Fight of the Year candidates as we wind down what has been a stellar 2023 for the sport of boxing, as Lamont Roach getting ready to hit the pads and continue and finalize preparations. Also on Friday at the House of Blues, we will have the official weigh-in for Benavidez and Andrade. So make sure to head to the House of Blues if you're here in Las Vegas at the Mandalay Bay, and you will be able to see the final weigh-in as the guys will stare down for the final time prior to fight night, as we bring you this outstanding night of action presented by Premier Boxing Champions, promoted by TGB Promotions and also Samson Boxing. Lamont Roach back in the ring as he inches closer to his second World Championship affair against Hector Luis Garcia.
transform like this, perform like this. With yells, you one new weapon. I don't contemplate, I meditate. They're off your wish. This that pussy, kiss the shit. This that I got realness. I just cause it's in my DNA. I got millions, I got riches building in my DNA. I got even that rock inside my DNA. I got trouble, some heart inside my DNA. I just win again, then win again like Wimbledon I serve. Yeah, that's him again, the sound the engine, then it's like a bird. You see fireworks, you go for tires, skirt the boulevard. I know how you work, I know just who you are. Use it, put your own body, switch inside your DNA. Powerless, unselfish, inside your DNA. Everybody snitch, heritage inside your DNA. All that exists, all no signing jellyfish I get. My better people definitely don't tolerate the fun. Like this dude, like the finch you, this is Wallace's oldest son. I know murder, fiction, burners, boosters, burners, ballers, but them shit's got no brothers dead. I wish I was dead, forgiveness, yeah. Social DNA, born inside the beast. My expertise checked out in second grade. When I was 9, I said, we didn't have no way to stay. At 29, I can so well you can't wear in my estate. And I'm gonna shine like I'm supposed to be like social media. And that's the list and the extra work. And that's the list of that's the list of stuff like that. And that's the list of the previous list. Please look how I was here. So you can choose for the prophecy.
Let's give it up for Lamont Roach, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up for Lamont Roach, ladies and gentlemen. Working out for all of you. He is in the midst of a 4-fight win streak, looking to make it 5 straight wins on Saturday and also become the super featherweight champion of the world if he's able to upend Hector Luis Garcia. It is Lamont Roach and Hector Luis Garcia. Once again, another round of applause for Lamont Roach Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, from Washington, D.C., we wish him the best of luck ahead of his matchup on Saturday on Showtime pay-per-view, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time, right here at the Mandalay Bay at Michelob ULTRA Arena. It is going to be rocking on a Saturday. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we have the IBF Super Lightweight Championship of the World is on the line as Subriel Matias will be defending his World Championship against the top-rated challenger. This man, born in Uzbekistan, now trained here in the United States by renowned head trainer Sugar Hill Stewart, the nephew of the late great Emmanuel Stewart, the International Boxing Hall of Fame member. 31 years of age, made his U.S. debut back in late of 2017. Stopped the previously unbeaten Sonny Fredrickson in 3 rounds back in January of 2018. Handed Mike Fox the first defeat of his career and has a pair of victories back in 2022 with a record of 23 wins, no losses. 20 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, looking to become the super lightweight champion of the world. Here is Shohjahon Ergashev. Shohjahon, if we could have a word with you momentarily once you go ahead and do your stretching. We'll look over here. But tell us about how you're feeling heading into this matchup. We got Demetrius Andrade, his promoter, that'll be translating. But how does he feel a world title opportunity in Las Vegas? Is there any better place than you would have this opportunity than right here in Vegas?
Как себя чувствуешь? Такой большой бой в Лас-Вегасе, чемпионат мира. Как у тебя самочувствие об этом?
What up, though, buddy?
Hey, his English is pretty good, huh?
Thank you. Easy. Все хорошо у меня. Чувствую себя очень отлично. Вот полгода мы в лагере был. Я готов драться. Я не хочу много говорить. Я суббота. Короче, суббота я все покажу.
I'm very grateful to be here. This is the big stage. I've been training for this fight. I've been in camp for about 6 months. And I'm not a talker. I don't want to talk much. On Saturday night, I'm going to show what I'm all about.
Well, not many people were lining up to fight Subriel Matias. He's heavy-handed. He's a knockout artist. He can punish opponents. But why did you decide right away to say, I want this opportunity? No one wants it, but you know what? You were at the front of the line for it.
Многие боксеры не хотят с ним драться, потому что он бьющий, тяжелый. Но ты сказал, да, я хочу быть раз, я буду драться чемпионат мира. Чего ты такой самоуверенный?
Чё, ты не думаешь, что я тоже нокаутер?
I'm also a knockout artist. Think to yourself, I'm also a knockout artist. Let's see how bad he is.
So do you believe that you have the ability to put him away? Do you think you can make it a short night on Saturday against Subriel Matias?
Ты думаешь, это будет короткий вечер, ты ему сделаешь нокаут?
Скорее всего, да.
Yes.
All right, and what would it mean for you when you hear the words and the new super lightweight champion of the world if you're able to defeat Subriel Matias on Saturday?
Что для тебя будет значить, если, когда скажут, его новый чемпион мира, Shohjahon Ergashev?
Ну, конечно, я это очень долго ждал. Мы своим командам очень много тренировались из-за этого. Я уверен, что все будет нормально.
He's been waiting for this moment for a long time. He's been training in the United States for many years. And it's the moment that he's been dreaming for and working towards his whole life. Shohjahon Ergashev is a superstar in Uzbekistan. He has 2.7 million followers on Instagram. His fights are widely watched, and it'll be a big day for the country of Uzbekistan.
And
Manny Pacquiao SK.
Manny Pacquiao, that's how big he is in Uzbekistan.
Yes.
That is astounding. My final question to Shohjahon is, you're training under the guidance of Sugar Hero Stewart, who's one of the best trainers in the sport. How much have you learned from him? He's been in the corner of some world champions, many world champions over the course of his career. What is he telling you as you finalize preparations for Saturday?
У тебя очень известный хороший тренер Sugar Hill. Как ты чувствуешь, что он тебе говорит, и как себя чувствуешь, какой план?
Да, у меня боксерская карьера была начало, да, чуть тяжело, но когда я прилетел, у меня здесь тренеры, все, они... Раньше у меня такой тренер никогда не было, но Sugar Hill самый умный, самый адекватный тренер. Он мне очень много показал. Я здесь начал профессиональный бокс и здесь научил, как надо боксировать. Я хотел этот момент сказать большое спасибо своему тренеру Sugar Hill, Чорт, Биби. Они моя семья здесь.
He wants to send a shout out to his trainers and gratitude to Sugar Hill, Third, Theo Chambers, and Bibi, the whole team that put in a lot of work throughout the years for getting ready for this fight. And he said that it's the best training he's ever had. When he first came here in 2017, it was very difficult to get started and very difficult to get acclimated. But with each camp, with each training session, he's gotten better and smarter, and he has the best corner in boxing, and he's looking forward to showing what it's all about on Saturday night.
All right, we'll allow him to work out. Shohjahon Ergashev, ladies and gentlemen, will take on Subriel Matias for the IBF Super Lightweight Championship of the World. I see you're very busy.
That's the only way I stay sharp.
Again, you're watching Shohjahon Ergashev workout here in Las Vegas. 23-0, 20 knockouts. Very powerful indeed, looking to inflict some of his power upon Subriel Matias, the IBF super lightweight champion of the world. That all comes your way, a part of a loaded night of boxing on Saturday. Our main event, Benavidez, Demetrius Andrade. We have Shohjahon Ergashev working out for all of you here in Las Vegas at the Mandalay Bay. Stepping inside the ring now, renowned trainer Sugar Hero Stewart, who will be in the corner of Shohjahon Ergashev. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we start the pay-per-view 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time at Michelob ULTRA Arena here at the Mandalay Bay. 2 hours before that, 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific time. Showtime pay-per-view countdown featuring Vito Mielnicki Jr. against Alexis Salazar. Also, we have Sergey the Samurai Lipinets, the former super lightweight champion of the world. He'll be putting his skills to the test against the former lightweight champion of the world, and Michel Rivera of the Dominican Republic. Also want to thank our outstanding DJ D Miles, doing an amazing job as always here, holding it down for us as he always does every single fight week. But again, the countdown and the workout continues with Shohjahon Ergashev as his adversary on Saturday, Subriel Matias, for the IBF Super Lightweight Championship of the World on Showtime pay-per-view.
Last name ever, first name greatest, like a spring ankle, boy, I ain't started off local, but thanks to all that haters, I know G4 pilots on the first name basis. They sitting painted on the ground, Nino, she is since she got home class, Nino, swimming in the money, coming by me, Nino, if I was at the club, you know I'm ball, chemo, like the music, sounded like an album, who'da thought the country ride to me the outcome. Everybody got a deal, I did it without one. Killing all these rappers, you would swear I had a need this. Everyone who's doubting me is asking for forgiveness. If you ain't been a part of it, at least you got your witness.
Look at this move. You can just move. No punches.
All right, we got Showjan Ergashev, ladies and gentlemen. Work it out as he is getting closer to Saturday night, as he will take on Subriel Matias on a Showtime pay-per-view. It all comes your way, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time this Saturday night here at the Michelob ULTRA Arena at Mandalay Bay. Just to run down fight weekend, we go ahead and we wish him good luck to Shohjahon Ergashev, ladies and gentlemen. 23-0, 20 knockouts. What a win that would be for him and his country of Uzbekistan. But just to run down how fight week is going to go, tomorrow obviously a rest day because we will be celebrating Thanksgiving here in the United States on Friday afternoon here at the Mandalay Bay at the House of Blues. The official weigh-in will take place open to the public. Make sure to get there. I believe 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 local time is when the guys will tip the scale. You can also, if you're not here in Las Vegas, you can watch it on the PBC or the Showtime Sports YouTube pages to check out the final weigh-in as the guys will face off for the very final time ahead of their matchups on a Saturday. Saturday, we start a bit early. We give you 2 fights for free. It is the Showtime pay-per-view countdown show, 2 outstanding matchups that'll be coming your way. Vito Mielnicki Jr., 15-1 from Roseland, New Jersey, will take on Mexico's very own Alexis Salazar. And also, we have a dynamic fight between the former super lightweight champion of the world, Sergey Samurai Lipinets. In his way will be the former lightweight champion of the world from the Dominican Republic, and Michel Rivera. That one going to be a riveting affair because they're both exciting fighters in their own rights, former world champions looking to get back to that championship level. Then we will transition to Showtime pay-per-view, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time, starting an hour earlier, as we will begin with Hector Luis Garcia putting his WBA Super Featherweight Championship of the World on the line against, from Washington, D.C., Lamont Roach, who has captured 4 straight wins. Then, as you just saw, Shohjahon Ergashev goes after his first world title, but he must first get past none other than Subriel Matias, the heavy-handed knockout artist who will be defending his IBF Super Lightweight Championship of the World. Co-main event, the return of Jermall Charlo. He is the WBC Middleweight Champion of the World. He will collide against Jose Benavidez Jr., the older brother of David Benavidez. And let's just say that fight is very hotly contested. They both are not fond of one another. Our main event, what a showdown at 168 pounds. the ultra competitive super middleweight division. It'll be for the interim WBC super middleweight championship of the world. Both guys are undefeated. The reigning champion, David Benavidez, puts his crown on the line against the two-division world champion from Providence, Rhode Island, Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade. Andrade, as he mentioned, looking to become a three-division world champion and continuing his quest to get those big fights. Both men know if they want to continue to headline here in Las Vegas and be a part of major events in the sport, they have to get a crucial victory on Saturday. Benavidez, Andrade, both guys unbeaten records, both guys very unique in their own styles. For David Benavidez, a pressure fighter, very aggressive, throws punches in bunches, likes to punish you. There's a reason why Mike Tyson is so fond of David Benavidez. He's known as El Monstruo, meaning the monster. He had the moniker of the Mexican monster. Does David Benavidez. You know that from the moment the bell rings till the moment the fight concludes, that you are going to get a very determined and a very active and aggressive David Benavidez. For Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade, also undefeated, a 2008 United States Olympian who has captured world titles at 154 and 160. But the one item which has eluded him throughout the course of his career up until Saturday night is that he's never really had that big marquee fight. But now, ladies and gentlemen, as I mentioned, as we get set on Saturday, we will have two fights coming your way on the Showtime pay-per-view countdown show. I want to bring up, with a record of 15 wins, 1 loss, 10 wins coming by way of knockout, 21 years of age, scored a highlight reel knockout over Jose Sanchez Charles back in April at T-Mobile Arena on the undercard of Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Vito Mielnicki Jr. So, Vito, he is trained by Ronnie Shields. Vito, great to see you. As you get set, I mean, 21 years of age, I remember, for people that don't know, let's go a little bit back in history. I remember when you were 17 years of age, fighting 4 years ago here in Las Vegas on the undercard of Deontay Wilder, Luis Ortiz, #2. You were still in high school. You did the media workout. You had to go do homework. Now that you're 21 years of age, I mean, does this ever get old whatsoever?
Well, first of all, I want to just thank Al Heyman, thank the rest of the PBC family for continually giving me great opportunities to showcase my talent. Being a part of events like this, it's truly a blessing. Truly grateful. And, yeah, I'm just blessed to be a part of these kinds of events and to keep growing as a fighter. I want to thank my team, Ronnie Shields, Anthony Carr, and the rest of my team that's here with me. Day in and day out. I've been down in Houston, Texas, working hard for the last 3 months away from my family, so we're just ready to put on a show come Saturday night.
You mentioned that you decided to head down to Houston. You're training under the guidance of Ronnie Shields. Why the change, Vito?
Just Ronnie Shields is a Hall of Fame trainer. I think he's the best trainer in the game right now. To be able to work with a guy of, you know, with his experience and the greatness that he's been a part of, who wouldn't want to be around a guy like that? So being able to be around Ronnie, him teaching me every day. I still have my guy Anthony Carr, who's been with me. I've known Ant my whole life, and he's been working with me. So, and then we got great work working with Jermall Charlo throughout the whole camp. At 21 years old, who would turn down that opportunity?
What was that like working with Jermall, who's making his return back to the ring against Jose Benavidez Jr.? That'll be the co-main event of Saturday night's event.
Yeah, I mean, it was truly a blessing. We had great work, great rounds in the gym. I learned a lot from him inside and outside the ring. He's a great person, great human being, and I'm excited to see him go to work Saturday night after I handle business.
He's a very powerful guy, is Jermall Charlo. Does that give you confidence to be like, listen, if I can get hit by that guy, I don't know of many guys in my division here at 154 that can really rattle me and affect me?
Yeah, I mean, I think most importantly, it was like a good measuring stick to see where I was at. Obviously, being able to work with a guy like Ronnie Shields and Jermall Charlo and being able to do that many rounds with a world champion, 32-0, what's better than that? So being able to see where I'm at as a fighter, my growth, and how I'm continuing to grow every fight, it was a great experience.
Alexis Salazar from Mexico, you know he's going to be aggressive and come forward and try to make you uncomfortable. But, you know, how would you analyze your opponent on Saturday?
He's a great opponent. I'm excited. I know it's a step-up fight for me. It's only going to raise my game, so I'm excited to get to work, show everyone how I've been growing in the gym and how I've grown as a fighter. And we're going to keep leveling up, keep getting better and better each time we get in there.
From a strength and conditioning standpoint, this is probably the biggest I've ever seen you in terms of, you know, putting on muscle mass. Do you feel like you're filling out and really sort of developing into your body?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I'm 21 years old. I started at 17, so I feel like I'm starting to get stronger, starting to grow. I'm still at 154 pounds, but I feel stronger mentally, physically, quicker, all around. I feel like a better fighter.
Feel like there's a bit more power behind your punches as well. I mean, you're rocking guys and sort of making their eyes roll in the back of their heads in many aspects.
Yeah, you know, I think that's just a testament to all the work that I put in the gym day in and day out. Just being able to go in there and do what I do best since I've been 7 years old.
When people watch you on the Showtime pay-per-view countdown show, 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific time, what do you want them to take away, or for those that'll be here at Michelob ULTRA Arena?
Just expect fireworks, expect an exciting fight. You don't want to miss it. Get there early. Get there to watch all the fights. So expect fireworks, expect a dominant performance come Saturday night.
Also, we see your dad, Vito Sr, around here. Obviously, I want to, you know, being here with your dad again. You guys have started this since you were amateurs. He was driving you all over the place, and now here you are in Las Vegas a couple of days away.
Yes, sir. I want to thank my dad, thank my mom, my family, my brother, Joey, my sisters, Amanda, Tori. They sacrificed a lot for me growing up. Obviously, me and my dad being away from home a lot of the times. So I want to say I love you, Ma. I love you, my sisters, my brother. I love you guys. Thank you guys for sacrificing time away from us so we could get to where we are today.
Samson says you don't love Samson. He's saying, do you love him? The promoter of David Benavidez and Jose Benavidez. All right, quickly, before I let you go, 2024, what's that looking like for Vito Mielnicki Jr.?
Just continued growth and consistency. Just stay in the gym, stay ready, stay in camp.
You have an idea what you want to do? You want to fight an eliminator fight, top 10? I mean, or does it not matter?
It really doesn't matter for me right now. We're still growing. I'm still 20 years old, and it's a marathon. It's not a sprint.
All right, we'll let you work out. Vito Mielnicki Jr., ladies and gentlemen. He will take on Alexis Salazar here on the Showtime pay-per-view countdown show. Vito Mielnicki Jr., Roseland, New Jersey's finest. What's up, Vito? What's up, guys?
Good job. Earth is the name. The bullet is the chain. On the watch. Present playing James. In the guinea chain. Rest in peace to my superior. Hermes was a feeling village in Liberia. TMT taking pictures causing the hysteria. I'ma see me all BT start tearing up. I'm not thinking this how you get that drunk. I can take it on the picnics when you risk your life. Uncle used to see the first set of niggas at night. I was only 8 years old, but you think at night. Uncle's never was.
It is Vito Mielnicki Jr. working out, ladies and gentlemen. He'll be a part of Showtime pay-per-view countdown that comes your way on a Saturday, 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific time at Michelob ULTRA Arena here in Las Vegas at the Mandalay Bay. Vito will go head-to-head against Alexis Salazar of Mexico, training under the guidance of esteemed trainer in Ronnie Shields. All right, one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Roseland, New Jersey's own Vito Mielnicki Jr. As we'll turn it over to DJ D Miles for a couple of moments, who has it held down on the ones and twos. DJ D Miles, incredible as always. Ladies and gentlemen, we continue with our media workout here at the Mandalay Bay as we inch closer to Fight Night this Saturday at Michelob ULTRA Arena here at the Mandalay Bay. Tickets are available at access.com, or if you're watching it on the Premier Boxing Champions YouTube or the Showtime Sports YouTube page, you can do it in the comfort of your own home. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time. You can order it on Showtime pay-per-view 2 hours before. We got 2 outstanding fights that'll occur, and one of them as we have an outstanding matchup between 2 former world champions. We have Michel Rivera from the Dominican Republic, the former lightweight champion of the world. He'll be taking on this man with a record of 17 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, as he has 13 victories coming by way of knockout. He is the former super lightweight champion of the world, having been inside the ring against the likes of Mikey Garcia, along with Jerron Boots Ennis, having coming off of an impressive victory over Omar Figueroa Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Kazakhstan, ladies and gentlemen, introducing Sergey the Samurai Lipinets. We got Alex Vaisfield who will go ahead and translate for us. We'll inch closer to, you want to come in here, Alex? Thank you so much. One of his handlers, Sergey fighting Michel Rivera on Showtime pay-per-view countdown. What's it like to be back inside the ring and fighting here in Las Vegas?
Я очень рад, что наконец-то мне дали бой. Очень жду этого выхода в ринг. Очень соскучился. Спасибо большое PBC, Алхейману, Шоутайму, и я очень счастлив вернуться на ринг.
It's great. I'm very happy to be under the lights again. Was waiting for that moment for a long time. Finally, it come through. So just tune in, wait till the lights go on.
Fighting Michel Rivera, you know that he likes to mix it up. Do you like the fact that it's not going to be too hard to find this guy?
Ты как думаешь, если вот тебе твой противник будет там с тобой драться, как ты нравится тебе такой стиль?
Я думаю, это понравится всем. Если он не будет много бегать, и мы будем драться, то, конечно же, понравится всем фанатам бокса и мне тоже.
I think it's going to feed into every fight lover out there. Whoever likes just to watch boxing, real boxing. It's going to be a great scrap. If he stays in the pocket and bang with me, that's going to make it more watchable.
How big of a fight is this for you? You're looking to win 2 straight. You have fought for the world title. You've been a world champion before, but I know that you crave yet another world title opportunity.
Для тебя насколько это будет для тебя большой бой? Потому что ты был уже чемпионом, и все знают, что ты хочешь снова стать чемпионом. Какое значение для тебя имеет этот бой сейчас?
Да, я очень хочу стать чемпионом, поэтому так как был большой простой, я думаю, что мне этот бой даст путь ближе, большой шаг к чемпионству, и это будет непростой бой, и я готов и в отличной форме.
Well, yeah, this is like a make it or break it for me. No matter what it is, I still want to be a champion of the world. I believe I still got the skills. I still got the power in my hands. And winning that fight is probably going to put me on a rocket to the top.
So, assuming things go according to plan for you on Saturday against Michel Rivera, what do you want in 2024?
Ну, допустим, будем смотреть на это, что ты выиграл этот бой. Завтра. Что ты хочешь для себя в 2024 году? Какой бой?
Я хочу сначала выиграть этот бой, а потом думать об остальных. Но моя мечта стать обратно чемпионом мира.
Well, I just want to win that fight that's coming up next Saturday, this coming up Saturday. And then I will, look at the options. I have handlers that doing that for me. But definitely I want to become a champion of the world again, no matter what it is.
What is he looking to exhibit on Saturday? He's been away from the ring for a little while, but what is he hoping to demonstrate so that fans can go ahead and say, this is Sergey Lipinets as he head towards the next year?
Well, just his previous fight was Omar Figueroa. Everyone was trying to see what kind of Sergey Lipinets is going to walk into the ring. Nothing had changed. He's back into his division where he belongs. He's a 140-pounder right from the get-go. And he didn't skip a bit. I mean, we had a great camp, great trainer, and you will see what you normally see from Sergey Lipinets. A lot of pressure, whatever Sergey does in the ring, it all has a reason. If he backs up, there is a reason for that. If he comes forward, there is a reason for that. There's going to be a bunch of traps set around that ring, and hopefully, his opponent will walk into one of them at some point.
Does he like the fact, is it beneficial because he is 34 years of age that he had a little bit of a time to relax and recover and heal his body? Because I feel now he could probably have yet another run.
Как ты чувствуешь, то, что ты не боксировал столько времени, тебе дало время немножко прийти в себя, залечить эти травмы, которые у тебя были?
Да, это все вместе. И также мы каждый день тренировались с Джастином. Он добавлял мне силу, скорость, выносливость. Поэтому сейчас я буду бить еще сильнее, еще быстрее. И был отличный камп.
Yeah, definitely. It gave me some kind of a break, mental and physical. And now that we've been training with Justin Fortune for a long time. And he's probably one of the best, training conditioning coaches there. So he added a lot to my physical abilities, more or less accentuate things that I had hidden in my body, punching power, increase that, my balance, all that came together. And, I really have, no problem. I can have another run for the title.
So you're really hitting your stride working with Justin Fortune.
I very like work with Justin Fortune.
He's got English for that one. I love it. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for Sergey Lipinets. He'll be working out for all of you as he'll take on Michel Rivera on Saturday. We got Sergey Lipinets working out here in Las Vegas at the Mandalay Bay. Don't forget, Saturday night's event is being promoted by TGB Promotions and Samson Boxing. Tom Brown, the president of TGB Promotions. Also, happy belated birthday to Tom Brown's wife, Sandy Goosen Brown. Happy belated birthday to Sandy Goosen Brown. And also, happy belated birthday to my mom, Sandra, as well. As we are enjoying Fight Week here in Las Vegas, Sergey Lipinets, Michel Rivera, a part of Showtime Pay-Per-View Countdown, an outstanding matchup at 140 pounds. It comes your way 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific time. 2 fights for free on Showtime Sports YouTube page. It is Showtime Pay-Per-View Countdown. Before the pay-per-view, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time. Benavidez Andrade for the interim WBC Super Middleweight Championship of the World. So you're probably wondering why Sergey's throwing some kicks out there. Well, he's not going to be kicking on Saturday, but he does have an amateur and a professional kickboxing experience. He is a heck of an athlete. He's a two-time champion. A world champion. So he's a two-time world champion in kickboxing. Is Sergey Lipinets. I stand corrected. And certainly transitioned very well to boxing, athletic, and certainly gives you different angles, but he's explosive indeed. It's not easy to transition from kickboxing to boxing, but Sergey Lipinets has done it. He's a two-sport world champion coming from the world of kickboxing, former super lightweight champion of the world in boxing, as he looks to get back to that championship level. But first, he must duel with Michelob Benavidez, the former lightweight champion of the world. Another couple, 4 or 5 minutes, or however long you want to go. We have Sergey Lipinets in the ring, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching the Andrade Charlo workouts, or the Benavidez Andrade workouts. You got Jermall Charlo on the way. He'll take on Jose Benavidez Jr. in the co-main event. But Sergey Lipinets, his assignment on a Saturday will be Michelob Benavidez, the former lightweight champion of the world. Sergey Lipinets brings in a record of 17 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 13 wins coming by way of knockout. The former super lightweight champion of the world coming off of an impressive victory over Omar Figueroa Jr. last August. 34 years of age, 2-sport world champion, knows how big this is for him when he steps inside the ring against Michelob Benavidez. As you heard him through his translator, Alex Vacefield, tell us that he feels like he's back at his home. 140 is his division. He was a world champion here, and he knows how big this is for him as he will be competing on Showtime pay-per-view countdown. You can watch the action at 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific time on the Showtime Sports YouTube page prior to us going live at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time on Showtime pay-per-view. It is Benavidez Andrade for the interim WBC Super Middleweight Championship of the world. Both men are undefeated. As they say in prize fighting, someone's got to go. All right, give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for Sergey Lipinets. Sergey Lipinets work it out here as he will match up against Michel Rivera on Showtime pay-per-view countdown, 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific time. Then we have the pay-per-view that'll take place 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time on Showtime pay-per-view here at Michelob ULTRA Arena at the Mandalay Bay Event Center. And we want to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, tickets are available, AXS.com. I know that many of you are watching on the Premier Boxing Champions YouTube and the Showtime Sports YouTube streams. Hey, I know you're going to be celebrating Thanksgiving in different parts of the United States, but you're thinking about a last-minute trip. Well, you know what? Las Vegas is the place to be. So jump on a plane, get here on Friday. Join us for the weigh-in at 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific time at the House of Blues, and then come and join us at the fights on a Saturday. So, yes, it is very convenient. Obviously, nothing like being here in Las Vegas, and plenty of rooms are available. So if you're thinking about coming here and being a part of this night, by all means, make sure to get here. AXS.com is where you can purchase your tickets. And also, they make for a very good holiday gift because this card is absolutely stacked from top to bottom. You want to talk about from our prelim fights on, when it comes your way at 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific time on the Showtime Sports YouTube page, you are going to get plenty of exciting battles. And right now, I want to bring the esteemed trainer of Jermall Charlo, and we're going to be able to talk about one of the most astute minds that the sport has ever seen. I want to bring up my dear friend and the brilliant Ronnie Shields, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Ronnie Shields, the outstanding trainer. He's been, and he has so much gold that he's been able to be around. It's unbelievable. He could open up his own jewelry shop with all the champions that he has gone ahead and cornered. Ronnie, Jermall Charlo coming back after over 2 years. People are wondering, what kind of Jermall Charlo are we going to see? Can you educate us on that?
You're going to see the same Charlo you saw a few years ago. You know, he's back to where he needed to be. You know, it's been 2 years, but, you know, sometimes it takes time to get yourself together. And, you know, he finally found himself, and he's back.
I've been paying attention to Jermall Charlo's social media, and he's been working for quite a while. So before this fight was even announced, I'm talking 7, 8 months back, he was working with you guys, and it seemed that you guys were, you know, you showed a little bit, but he was working kind of in the shadows. Is that fair to say?
Absolutely. You know, look, you know, at some point, he realized he's a fighter. And despite the problems and everything that a person goes through, you know, you still have to get back to being who you were. And he realized that boxing is where it's at. So, you know, we've, you know, been working, and, you know, we did a few months of, you know, then we had to give him some time off. We didn't want to get him in too good of a shape because we didn't have anything going at the time. But now, you know, he's in the right place.
Now, this is a fight, this is a catchweight fight, but do you anticipate him truly going up to super middleweight and being a full-fledged super middleweight? Or, depending on the financial opportunities, could there be a case where he goes back to middleweight because he is still the WBC middleweight champion of the world?
Well, you know, I think we have to wait to see after this fight what happens. You know, he feels good right now at being where he's at. So, you know, this fight isn't, you know, over the weight fight. So, and the reason it's not a championship fight because Jose Benavidez is not ranked, you know, so we couldn't make it a championship fight. So, but, you know, we feel like it's the right fight for us right now. But after this, then we'll have to wait and see what happens.
Ronnie, my final question to you is that we know that things got a bit testy yesterday at the press conference. Do you believe, from your standpoint, you've been with Jermall for a while, does he fight better when guys are antagonizing him, or does it not matter? I know you're an X's and O's guys, but talking about your specific fighter in Jermall Charlo, the world champion.
Well, you know, as you saw, Jermall was really calm. You know, Jose Benavidez was, you know, he was talking and trying to get in Jermall's head. You know, Jermall too experienced for that. He understands the reason why Benavidez was doing it. But, you know, he was calm and relaxed, and this is why I know Jermall Charlo is back.
All right, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Ronnie Shields. Boy, oh boy, I am literally taken to school every single time I talk with the great Ronnie Shields, as Tim Smith, the head of PR with PBC, so eloquently puts out, yes, Tim, you are correct, the great Ronnie Shields. Ronnie, I think you need to change your name, but now we need to go ahead and bring up a man who is returning to the ring. 31 wins, no losses, returning after a 2-year layoff. He owns wins over the likes of Sergey Derevyanchenko, along with wins at super welterweight over the likes of Julian Williams, Austin Trout, Cornelius K9 Bundridge. This man loves his hometown of Houston, Texas. He is the WBC middleweight champion of the world. Welcome back to action. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Jermall Charlo. Lions only have arrived in Vegas. Jermall will look over here at the camera. Boy, it's been some time, but have you missed the lights? We welcome you back with open arms. What does this mean to you?
I mean, it's a dream, you know, for the last 2 years that I wanted, conquered. I'm back. Let's get it.
I was talking to Ronnie Shields moments ago, and, you know, people are saying you're back, and yes, you are back, but I pay attention to your social media, and you've been working for a while. I'm talking not just these last few months, but months prior to that. I'm talking 7, 8 months, even longer than that. You know, I feel like you were kind of working, but in a quiet manner. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, you know, took a break from, like, social media, took a break from, you know, my fans and my people. You know, I just got a chance to, you know, regroup myself and make myself better. So I'm back. I get a chance to show y'all the new me.
What's it like getting the love from all the fans and those that, you know, are eagerly anticipating your return on Saturday?
It's love, you know. It's love. I miss my fans just as well. So, you know, get out there and I got a tough opponent, real confident. So it's my duty to break him down.
All right, so I know we talked about it yesterday at the press conference, but, you know, things were a bit contentious. Now, as you analyze what happened yesterday during the press conference, you know, what did you take away from that, those exchanges and that sort of talk back and forth?
I don't know. Like, he's different. He's different when the cameras come on. Maybe he's not used to the lights, or I don't know. Like, I think he stay on the same floor as me. So then me and my son go walk down and grab us a nice little Sonic slushie or something, and he get on the elevator with us and like, yeah, you know. But then whenever you get in front of you guys, he act different, and that's not me. So I keep it, you know, solid the whole time. I just got him shook. He's shook right now. He don't know what they expect. He can't size me up. He don't know where I'm at in my mind. He don't know how I am physically. I mean, it's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be a war. I'm down for war, and he know that. So, you know, it is what it is. You see me box. You know my work. You know my work. So let's get it. Yeah.
It almost seemed like it's like, you know, kind of getting back on a bike and going on. I mean, you know, you fought and have been a part of some major events throughout the course of your career. Is this kind of like, okay, like, you know, I've been here, done this many times over again?
Nah, I smell blood. I smell blood. So, you know, it's been a while since I got a chance to really hunt and go eat and take my opponent down. I'm gonna break him down inside the ring, outside the ring. I'll make sure I keep doing what I'm doing. And I'm gonna give, in 2024, I'm gonna give y'all a lot more action, a lot more Jermall Charlo. He back. I'm the new Jermall. Let's get it.
So, Jermall, depending on what goes on Saturday, for you, you got options at 60, you got options at 68. Does it matter to you where you go? Do you want to go back to 60? Are you thinking about 68? Have you not made that decision yet?
I'm going to get the fans what they want. For the rest of my career, it's going to be about the fans, and how much love they showed me over the years, and I'm gonna get the fans what they want. Y'all want to see me fight at 60, defend the title. I gotta go do what I gotta do to make the weight and do everything, to be at the top of my level, and then go to 68. We can fight there, and I'll probably move up to light heavy or something. Whatever y'all want to see me do, I'm gonna try it.
Well, I commend you because you have had and dealt with adversity, especially in recent memory. But I think it's inspirational that you were able to get past that and once again return back to this level. It's not like you're doing this for money, because you've made quite a bit in the course of your career. But tell us about that sort of inspirational aspect that you are providing people based on the fact that you were able to overcome things.
Yeah, money don't have nothing to do with it. I invested well. I fought, I fight for my legacy. Like right now, this is about me getting back to the best me, and I want to be able to get the fans and everyone who support me, all of my sponsors, everyone who actually believed in me. I want to get them the best of me, so I get a chance to go in there. I'm ready for war. Just know that.
Well, Jermall, it's great to see you back. We'll let you work out. Welcome back. Obviously, I got to tell you, this is the most that I've heard. You're talking about blood. You're talking about violence. There is an edge to Jermall Charlo that you go out there and handle business all the time, but I feel like there's you're a bit extra sharp is what I would say.
I'm motivated. I'm ready to show y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for Jermall Charlo, the WBC middleweight champion of the world. He will take on Jose Benavidez Jr. Man, I love hearing that, because this is a dangerous man already, and when he has that extra edge to him, look out. Him and Benavidez, that alone is worth the price of the pay-per-view or the ticket. This fight could be a main event anywhere in the world. Jermall Charlo, Jose Benavidez Jr., a grudge match indeed. Saturday night on Showtime pay-per-view, presented by Premier Boxing Champions, promoted by TGB Promotions and Samson Boxing. The undefeated Jermall Charlo back in the ring. We welcome him back, champ.
I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a peace of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. When I'm sipping, I can put you in the brown. I'm the one that introduce you to you right now. Oh my God, let me light. Well, alright, Johnny Bite, in the night, come alive, and it's me.
Jermall Charlo inside the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Work it out. Oh, look at this. We got the younger generation in the ring now.
This is what I'm gonna do to him. Get back.
Get back on stage. Yeah, I'm light skinned, but I'm still a dark. I'm a big nigga. I'm a tall figure. I'm a unforgiving dog. Something wrong with her. Got them all bitter. I'm a real killer. I'm a great digger. Yeah, I am what I am. I don't have on top of no misunderstanding.
Currently in the ring, Jermall Charlo, 31-0, 22 knockouts. Gotta love seeing the enthusiasm being displayed by Jermall Charlo. Lions only have arrived here in Las Vegas. Jermall Charlo getting himself, he looks in outstanding physical shape. I like the Walter Payton headband that he's got rocking in memory of Sweetness from the Chicago Bears. But Jermall ready to go and prepared as he will take on Jose Benavidez Jr. this upcoming Saturday night, the co-main event of Benavidez and Andrade for the interim WBC Super Middleweight Championship of the World. Also want to thank the great Ronnie Shields for taking the time out to speak to us. And, you know, we will be talking with Demetrius Andrade in a few short moments as he is aiming to become a 3-division world champion. Great to be here. It is day number 2 of Fight Week here in Las Vegas. We started off Fight Week in Los Angeles yesterday and kicking it off full throttle here in Las Vegas at the Mandalay Bay. On Saturday, our attention will shift to Michelob ULTRA Arena here at Mandalay Bay. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time is when the pay-per-view comes your way. You can order it now in the comfort of your own home, Showtime pay-per-view. Or if you're thinking about potentially a weekend trip to Las Vegas, hey, make your way here. And tickets are available at AXS.com. Get them now. What a wonderful early holiday gift for you and your family. Also on Friday, we will have the official weigh-in that goes down here at the House of Blues. If you're watching on the stream, it'll be 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific time. If you are here in Las Vegas, make your way to the House of Blues on Friday afternoon. A little happy hour action while we watch the weigh-in, and you will see the guys face off for the final time ahead of fight night. What a night of boxing this is going to be, as you will no doubt be entertained from the start of our streaming fights till the end. You do not want to miss this whatsoever. Running down the entire card yet again, ladies and gentlemen, as we have our Showtime pay-per-view countdown show that commences at 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific time in our opener. Vito Mielnicki Jr., 15-1, 11 knockouts from Roseland, New Jersey. Ahead of him will be Mexico's Alexis Salazar. Then our main fight on the Showtime pay-per-view countdown show, a matchup between two guys who have claimed championship gold in different divisions, but they will be fighting at super lightweight. We have the former lightweight champion of the world, Michel Rivera, will go head-to-head against Sergey Samurai Lipinets, the former super lightweight champion of the world. Then we head to the pay-per-view at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time. The IBF super lightweight champion of the world, Subriel Matias, will put his title on the line against the unbeaten, top-rated title challenger, 23-0, 20 knockouts from Uzbekistan. He's a superstar out there. Can he become a star here in the United States? It is Shohjahon Ergashev. Also, the WBA Super Featherweight Championship of the World will be decided. Hector Luis Garcia will match up against the mandatory challenger, Lamont Roach Jr. Roach fought for the world title once before against Jamel Herrig. Believes second time is the charm. He has rattled off 4 straight wins. Co-main event, bad blood indeed between these two. Jermall Charlo undefeated, 31-0, 22 knockouts. After over 2 years away from competition, he'll step back inside the ring. His adversary will be Jose Benavidez Jr., a guy who fought the likes of Terrence Bud Crawford and also has been in there with Danny Garcia, an outstanding amateur background, a very determined contender, Jose Benavidez Jr., the older brother of David Benavidez. And speaking of David Benavidez, our main event will be for the interim WBC Super Middleweight Championship of the World, as David Benavidez defends his championship against the 2-division world champion from Providence, Rhode Island, looking to become a 3-division world champion, Demetrius "Boo Boo" Andrade. Andrade also undefeated. Both men will be risking their unblemished records. They both are of the ideology that this is the best fight in the super middleweight division. And let's make no bones about it. Both guys know that they need each other in order to continue to get those big money fights. Big money fights. Who is the undisputed super middleweight champion of the world? Well, that happens to be Canelo Alvarez. So I think it is without a doubt fair to say that the winner of this fight, if they win in convincing and definitive fashion, that they put themselves in line to collide against Canelo Alvarez. Canelo coming off of a win over Jermall Charlo back at the end of September. So you know that Benavidez and Andrade not only want to get a win to remain undefeated, not only do they want the interim WBC Super Middleweight Championship of the World, but I think they want to go ahead and sort of put themselves in line to knock on the door of Canelo, as to say, okay, we are the interim champion, we're undefeated. Are you ready to collide and dance with us? That could be in line next for the winner of this fight. So there is so much up for grabs in this particular fight. And listen, it's called prize fighting for a reason. And we're here in the fighting capital of the world of Las Vegas, Nevada. These guys are fighting for their world championship, not only for that, but money and an opportunity for bigger fights that have a lot more financial benefit to their bank accounts. So much up for grabs between these two. Again, Saturday night, presented by Premier Boxing Champions, promoted by TGB Promotions and Samson Boxing. An off day tomorrow as we allow everyone to enjoy, and we wish all of you and your families a happy Thanksgiving, a happy holiday season. What a year it has been here for Premier Boxing Champions, especially in Las Vegas. I feel that many of us that are from out of town, like we live here because we started off the year in March with David Benavidez and Caleb Plant. What a night that was. An outstanding night of boxing. David Benavidez triumphant in that one. Caleb Plant gave a valiant effort. Then we followed it up in April. Talk about a blockbuster event. This was Gervonta Davis with his 7th round knockout by a paralyzing body shot of Ryan Garcia. My goodness, this place, T-Mobile Arena, down the street, it was electric. And then we followed it up with Terrence Bud Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. for the undisputed welterweight championship of the world. Terrence Bud Crawford, an outstanding performance, becoming the first undisputed champion at 147 of the 4-belt era. And we continue that at the end of September, as I mentioned, with Canelo Alvarez, a brilliant performance against Jermall Charlo, the super welterweight champion of the world, who was going up 2 weight classes. And now we are concluding the year here in Las Vegas at Michelob ULTRA Arena, here at the beautiful Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino, with David Benavidez and Demetrius "Boo Boo" Andrade for the interim WBC Super Middleweight Championship of the World. I'm going to turn it over to D. Miles. We'll come back and get ready to go for Demetrius "Boo Boo" Andrade. Fight week here in Las Vegas rolls on. Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. What a dynamic card we have from top to bottom. Now our co-main event, it'll be Jermall Charlo and Jose Benavidez Jr. And in our main event of the evening, 2-division world champion, Demetrius "Boo Boo" Andrade, ladies and gentlemen. And he will take on David Benavidez the youngest super middleweight champion in history.
This is a great way to close out the year. Everybody has so much to prove on this card.
This is the greatest fight that could be made at 168 pounds right now, and we're getting ready to fight, baby.
He's not an easy opponent. I always find a way to win, and Saturday's not gonna be no different.
May the best fighters fight each other, and that's what we proven. It's time for war, baby. What?
But when I get in there, this shit's not funny. I'm gonna beat his ass.
Hell no.
I send all my opponents to the hospital. Look at my track record.
Your whole Benavidez family gonna be getting hurt.
I told him if he tried to act tough or try to get in my face, I'm gonna whoop his ass.
Bro, you ain't gonna do nothing.
You're the champion. You look like a fucking bum, bro.
Now we in person now. He shook. He gonna do.
Jose, can we get back?
Lose your money. End up like you tough, bro.
I'm right here, fighting. I'm a fucking warrior.
Why you not thinking?
I'm not mad when you want to talk all this nonsense. See, you make no fucking sense.
Get in there, he gonna end up being just like everybody else. 32 done tried, and they all failed.
How it's gonna happen is by winning.
Putting everything into this fight. We want to see a war, so let's go to war.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the media workout. It's Benavidez Andrade this Saturday night on Showtime pay-per-view from Michelob ULTRA Arena here at the Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time. We want to bring up to the ring this man, 32 wins, no losses, 19 wins coming by way of knockout. His resume, an extensive one, so bear with me. 2008 United States Olympian, a world champion in the super welterweight division, a world champion in the middleweight division. Saturday night, he looks to become a 3-division world champion, this one in the super middleweight division. He became a world champion back in 2013 by defeating Vanis Martirosyan before going up to the middleweight division in 2018 and capturing that. He made 5 successful middleweight title defenses, debuted in the super middleweight division by taking care of Damon Nicholson back in January. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Providence, Rhode Island, the slick and dynamic southpaw. Here is Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade. Boo Boo is in the house here in Las Vegas. Boo Boo is adorned in his snack nutrition apparel. He's got Mike Bassel with him, the entire team. Boo Boo, Las Vegas, bright lights, big city, big stage. You've always wanted this. Now that you got it, how do you feel?
We're ready to rumble, man. Feel good. Feel great. We're just going to put on a great show and just, it's me again, baby. It's showtime.
Demetrius, when you're driving in the strip and you're, seeing on the marquees, right behind you, your face is everywhere. You and Benavidez, your name's on the marquee. You're headlining here in Las Vegas like Frank Sinatra, like Elvis Presley, like so many great world champions. Mike Tyson, Julio Cesar Chavez, Mayweather, they all did it. What's it like seeing your name here where everyone's watching?
I mean, it's great, man. I'm making my legacy. It's history, and I could just be part of that. So I'm going to show out and do what we do, and that's win, baby.
David Benavidez, a guy that nobody has been successful against. In your mind, how do you get it done on Saturday night on Showtime pay-per-view?
Like I've been telling everybody, I got the signature chef. I'm the signature chef guy, so I have everything it takes, the skills, the ability, the courage, and the boxing IQ to beat anybody. So it's going to be a great fight, though.
You're coming up. You started your career in the super welterweight division. Went to middleweight, 5 successful title defenses, but and I don't, the physicality. Let's kind of keep that. I'm not getting paid to fight you. Benavidez is, but it's all right. I can take a little bit of a punch, not your punch. Anyways, but where do you feel? Do you feel strong here at super middleweight? Because you're massive, man. I mean, I would not want to fight you.
Oh, yeah, man. Did everything I needed to do to move up to the 168 division, like I said I wanted to do. Being with my team, Sharik Mendes, my strength and conditioning coach, Mike Bassel, Mike Veloz, Big J, Victor Conte, just building up the body, working with the guys out there in California, man. I'm tip-top shape, ready to go.
Now, you're 35, but do you feel like this is the right opportunity for you at this stage in your career because you're still in the prime of your life? I feel like you're clicking on all cylinders here.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, listen, tall, black, and handsome, best shape of my life, and 35 is just the age, and we're going to show that I'm one of the best out there. That's it.
Now, we're 3 days away from the fight, but here in the United States, it is the holiday season. People will be enjoying Thanksgiving. Do you have a message to everyone here in the United States that is going to be celebrating Thanksgiving, enjoying some turkey, and then 2 days later they get plenty of helping of an outstanding night of boxing?
Yeah. This the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la.
All right, a little bit of singing from Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade. We'll allow him to work out. The 2-division world champion trying to become a 3-division world champion. He's going to hit the pads, but don't try. But don't
not
hit
try.
Me.
Not try.
Well, he's saying it, not me. I'm just here to promote the fight and let everyone know what's going on. But Demetrius Andrade's what's going on inside the ring here in Las Vegas. It's Benavidez Andrade this Saturday on Showtime pay-per-view. Boo Boo in the house, getting ready for his main event.
Ari. Looking like Katie and Kyrie. My TD bag is on what? My TD bag is on Kylie. Trap is getting lobby. Artists getting kaji. When we see him, it's a body. Fabi, Sosa, viral, movie. I'm in this with the Wooski. Water that sound like Julie. Champagne got me Luffy. Lizzie Bob looking groovy. All the games looking movie. Hey, hey, hey.
We got Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Very relaxed. Gave you an early Christmas carol, some holiday singing, doing some dancing. I'm sure that people are going to need to do some dancing tomorrow after eating Thanksgiving dinner. I know I will be here at the Mandalay Bay. The food here is incredible. But then I get to eat. He doesn't. Sorry. Well, maybe he does. But anyways, I know that he's going to be trying to feast upon David Benavidez on Saturday, trying to go ahead and bite into that world championship and, sort of put that exclamation mark on his arrival here in the super middleweight division. Already having been a world champion at 154 middleweight, 5 successful title defenses. This is second appearance in the super middleweight division. Just kind of going back in time from my standpoint around Demetrius Andrade. I remember back we were in Brooklyn in June of 2014 when he fought an unbeaten a very tough English fighter in Brian Rose, and he put him on the deck in the 7th round in impressive fashion. Boo Boo, I don't think you had a mark on you in that particular fight. And then fighting a very determined Willie Nelson, who was sort of, at that point, was a bit of a boogeyman in the super welterweight division, and went ahead and handled business there at Turning Stone Resort and Casino in Verona, New York, a fight that was televised on Showtime. That was on the co-main event of Ruslan Provodnikov and John Molina Jr. So Demetrius Andrade certainly has been around for a while, and now with this, his maiden appearance with his name on the mark here in Las Vegas against David Benavidez. It is Benavidez and Andrade this Saturday on Showtime pay-per-view. All right, Demetrius, before we get ready to let you go, finally, for all the fans that are going to be coming out to Michelob ULTRA Arena or watching on Showtime pay-per-view, what do you want to tell them before you get ready for Friday's weigh-in and the fight on Saturday?
First and foremost, want to give all glory to the Most High, giving everybody safe travels and being here to watch this spectacular night of boxing. I'm grateful for that. You guys are going to witness one of the best matchups to end Showtime history. Enjoy. Don't do too much drinking and driving, but get drunk, motherfuckers, and enjoy your time now.
All right, I got one more because your personality, You know, it's something that amuses me. Where do you get your personality from, man? You certainly, like, you're a born entertainer, I feel like.
I mean, it comes just from being diverse, traveling the world, learning. My upbringing, my upbringing is Providence, Rhode Island, and just being myself, being happy, man. Just doing what I need to do, and don't let anything discourage me.
Well, good luck, Demetrius. We'll see you on Friday during the weigh-in.
Yeah, thank you. God bless.
Demetrius "Boo-Boo" Andrade, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for him. From Providence, Rhode Island, looking to become a 3-division world champion. I always enjoy my conversations. What is it? Looking, yes. Looking sounds better. Okay, so I will revise my script. He's looking to become a 3-division world champion. But what I do know, we're going to get a great fight on Saturday night. No doubt about it. 2 days after Thanksgiving, as I know Demetrius is in a festive mood and he wants to feast and take home some more championship gold as an early holiday present to him and his family. And we will be joined in a few moments by Hector Luis Garcia. But just to give you the run of the rest of Fight Week, tomorrow, an off day because of Thanksgiving. We mentioned that. And then on Friday, we will have the weigh-in here at the House of Blues, 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 local time. Saturday night, we start the fights at 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific time. Showtime pay-per-view countdown. 2 exciting fights coming your way. Vito Mielnicki Jr., 15-1 with 11 knockouts. He will match up against Mexico's own Alexis Salazar. And then our main event on the Showtime pay-per-view countdown show, in which you're getting it for free on the Showtime Sports YouTube page. You will have a matchup between 2 former world champions in Sergey Samurai Lipinets, making his return to the super lightweight division where he was a world champion. He's been inside the ring against the likes of Mikey Garcia. Jaron Boots Ennis. Standing in his way on a Saturday will be Michel Rivera, the former lightweight champion of the world. Then the pay-per-view comes your way at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time. 4 exciting fights. No doubt exhilarating matchups. To further that, we will begin in the WBA Super Featherweight World Championship. Hector Luis Garcia will put his title on the line against the mandatory challenger Lamont Roach, who has rattled off 4 straight W's. And then we have the IBF 140-pound world champion Subriel Matias, the hard-hitting Subriel Matias. He will look to hand Shohjahon Ergashev the first loss of his career. Ergashev enters the ring on Saturday possessing a record of 23-0 with 20 knockouts. Co-main event, disdain between these two. It'll be Jermall Charlo making his return to the squared circle after over 2 years away from action. In his way will be Jose Benavidez Jr., a very determined Jose Benavidez Jr., who has been inside the ring and has shared competition with the likes of Terrence Crawford. Also, Danny Garcia coming off of a win over Sladanan Janjanan back in August. As Jose Benavidez Jr. also, he was in the movie Creed as well. So he certainly has his experience under the bright lights, both in Hollywood and inside the prize fighting ring. In our main event, 2 guys who have undefeated records in the super middleweight division, 2 of the world's best getting set, and they are on a collision course. It is David Benavidez, who will put his interim WBC super middleweight championship up for grabs against Demetrius "Boo-Boo" Andrade, looking to become a 3-division world champion. But now we are getting set. This man is the reigning and defending WBA Super Featherweight Champion of the world. Most recently challenged Gervonta Tank Davis in January at a sold-out Capital One Arena in our nation's capital, Washington, D.C. He earned his title with a pair of sensational victories, upsetting then unbeaten Chris Colbert back in February, And then he dethroned Roger Gutierrez to take home the World Championship in August. A 2016 Olympian from the Dominican Republic. Now trains in Las Vegas with last year's Trainer of the Year in the esteemed Bob Santos. 16-1, 10 knockouts from La República Dominicana. Aquí está Hector Luis Garcia. Got Martin Botzer somewhere in the house to translate with Hector Luis Garcia. I don't want to fight you either. What is up with these guys wanting to fight me? I mean, they're ready to go now, but you get paid on Saturday for that. But great to see you, Hector. As we bring in Martin Botzer as well, we got the entire Santos camp in the house. And we have Martin Botzer here. Martin, as we look for Hector Luis Garcia taking on Lamont Roach, what are his initial observations on his opponent?
¿Qué opinas de tu oponente inicialmente a medida que lo estudias?
Bueno, le suelto a Lamont Roach que siga soñando, que siga durmiendo de ese lado, que procure no quedarse dormido el próximo sábado 25 de noviembre por la noche en Las Vegas, Nevada, en SHOWTIME PPV pay-per-view.
Well, all I have to say to Roach is that, you can keep dreaming, but be careful because in the end on Saturday night, you might just be going to sleep.
Wow, so you're already predicting and going as far as to say that you're going to knock him out.
Entonces ya estás prediciendo que, cuando decís que va a estar durmiendo, ¿lo vas a noquear?
Bueno, no hay nada determinado, pero es mi meta, es mi plan.
Obviously, there's nothing guaranteed, but that's my goal.
What did you learn from the fight against Gervonta Tank Davis back in January? Clearly, you gave a spirited effort.
Diste un gran esfuerzo contra Gervonta Davis en enero. ¿Qué aprendiste de esa pelea?
Bueno, aprendí mucho. Fue una gran lección para mí, para mi carrera deportiva como boxeador profesional. Aprendí mucho de él y de cómo manejarme en una categoría más superior de la 130, en la que soy campeón mundial. Y para mí fue una experiencia.
I'm a world champ at 130, but I learned a hell of a lot at 135 from fighting at a bigger weight class to learning from Gervonta Davis himself. I learned valuable lessons, and you'll see them applied on Saturday night.
Is it nice to be back here in the super featherweight division where I feel that you are at your absolute best?
¿Cómo te sentís estando de vuelta en la 130? Acá Rey cree que estás en tu mejor nivel en este peso.
Sí, para mí los dos pesos son iguales, 130, 135. Pero soy campeón en la 130 y mi deber es defender mi título en la 130.
I feel equally well at 130 and 135, but I'm the world champ at 130. It's where I belong, it's where I feel right at home, and I like being here.
Do you feel like you need to make that impression as to say, I'm the kingpin of this division, this is where I'm reigning supreme, and you are going to show the public that on Saturday?
¿Sentís que tenés que mandar el mensaje de acá está el rey de las 130 libres, no se jode conmigo y voy a mandar el mensaje que soy el mejor indiscutidamente de esta división?
Sí, claro. Le voy a demostrar el sábado 25 por la noche que soy el mejor 130 libras, que no hay nada incomparable. Soy un buen peleador, lo reconozco y tengo mi calidad y volvemos de nuevo. Estamos de regreso, estamos de vuelta, positivo.
Of course, I am ready to show that I'm the best at 130, that there is nobody that's better than me. I'm going to prove to everybody on Saturday night that I'm here to stay and that I can beat absolutely anybody that's in my way.
You have the trainer of the year from last year in your corner. What does Bob Santos and the entire team mean to you?
Tenés al entrenador del año acá contigo y va a estar en tu esquina. ¿Qué significa Bob Santos para vos?
Bueno, para mí significa mucho ya la cual que con él me hice campeón mundial, me ha dado todo el apoyo y tengo un gran equipo de trabajo que mi carrera ha cambiado totalmente y le agradezco mucho a mi equipo de trabajo, el principal, Bob Santos, un entrenador extraordinario que siempre está positivo, apoyando el deporte, apoyando a su peleador para ganar.
I can't thank Bob Santos enough. He has changed my career and my life, given me a new perspective on what it means to be a world champion. And that I can't put I can put into words how much that means to me. And not only Bob, my entire team, the way that they support me all the way through. And that's something that, I'm always appreciative of.
If you could visualize how the fight is going to unfold on Saturday against Lamont Roach, how's it going down?
¿Cómo visualizas a la pelea contra Lamont Roach? ¿Qué va a pasar?
Bueno, va a pasar lo que él quiere. Como él quiera, lo vamos a hacer.
You know what's going to happen? Whatever he wants to happen. Whatever happens, it's going to be up to him to decide his destiny.
All right, we'll allow Hector Luis Garcia to work out. Give it up for the WBA Super Featherweight Champion of the World from La República Dominicana, the Dominican Republic. It's Hector Luis Garcia. His assignment, none other than Lamont Roach Jr. Bob Santos, the trainer of the year, in his corner. We got Hector Luis Garcia, ladies and gentlemen, the WBA Super Featherweight Champion of the World, working out here. We got his esteemed trainer, Bob Santos, the trainer of the year here in the ring. One of the wisest minds that we've seen in the sport. Bob Santos, we got his son as well, who's in the house, doing a great job. The entire Garcia family. It's great to see, and They are very much smiling and embracing fight week during this holiday week as we are embarking upon Thanksgiving tomorrow. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you and your families. What a family photo that is, ladies and gentlemen, with Hector Luis Garcia and his entire family. We also got DJ D Miles handling business as he always does. DJ D Miles, one of the best DJs in the world, and we're so fortunate to have him here with us with Premier Boxing Champions. He'll be at the weigh-in on Friday, also Fight Night on Saturday. Michelob ULTRA Arena is where we will be here at the Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas as we will await the Benavidez family in a few moments. Great to be here at the Mandalay Bay here in Las Vegas during a festive holiday week. As tomorrow, Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Friday, the weigh-in 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific time at the House of Blues here in Las Vegas. If you are in different parts of the country, you can watch it live on the Premier Boxing Champions or the Showtime Sports YouTube page, the final weigh-in, where you will witness the fighters with the final ceremonial stare down and the fight that is really going to stand out from a stare down perspective, just based on what's happened throughout the entirety of the promotion, is the matchup between Jermall Charlo and Jose Benavidez Jr. There have been a war of words between the two guys, and let's be real. Who doesn't love a good old-fashioned grudge match? And these two guys are going to have the opportunity on Saturday night when the bell rings during the co-main event of Charlo and also Benavidez Jr. They will have the opportunity to not only back up their words, but they can go to work and do whatever they would like inside the ring against their opponent. They want to tear each other's heads off, by all means, they can do that because they are going to go in there and battle. I can't wait for this one. This fight alone is well worth the price of the pay-per-view. And then it's like, okay, you get a grudge match, a bad blood affair between Charlo and Benavidez Jr. And then, oh, guess what? When you think you're done, that is like the epitome. We're going to Thanksgiving, right? And you're thinking of having a heck of an appetizer. Whatever your favorite appetizer is, having double the appetizer. And then guess what? The main course comes out. Why? Because you have Benavidez, David Benavidez, undefeated. He's an absolute savage inside the ring. The guy's the youngest super middleweight champion in history. After he won the world title at 20 years of age, when he beat Ronald Gavril here at the Mandalay Bay at Michelob ULTRA Arena, he was only 20 years of age. He couldn't even go and have a glass of champagne because he wasn't of age. Youngest super middleweight champion in history, two-time super middleweight champion of the world is David Benavidez. Taking on a guy in Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade. This has been a journey for Boo Boo for quite a while. A 2008 United States Olympian in Beijing, and then went ahead and captured his first world title by defeating Vanes Martirosyan in 2013. The man has been a world champion in some way, shape, and form, going back 10 years, and then made 5 successful title defenses in the middleweight division. And now this, his second appearance in the super middleweight division. Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade looking to become a 3-division world champion from Providence, Rhode Island. Both of these guys in Benavidez and Andrade, not many top-level competitors are signing up and are eagerly trying to fight these two because stylistically they both present a litany of challenges to their opponents. So together, they're like, guess what? David Benavidez is like, well, Andrade stepping up to the challenge. I need you. You need me. Let's get it on. That's what boxing has been delivering here in 2023. The best fighting the best. And why are the best fighting the best? Because the fans demand it and the fans deserve it. And that's exactly what you are going to get. And I promise you, and I don't make many promises in life, just ask anybody around me. I will promise you this. You are going to get your money's worth on Saturday night because this card is stacked. You're getting 2 world title fights in your first and second pay-per-view fight. Typically, not with Premier Boxing Champions, but I'm just saying, in other entities, I've seen where the undercard doesn't necessarily have world championship fights. You might get 1 world championship fight on an entire card. Here, you're getting 3 world championship fights out of the 4. And in the co-main event, a bad blood matchup with Jermall Charlo, who's the WBC middleweight champion of the world. You got Hector Luis Garcia defending his WBA super featherweight championship of the world against Lamont Roach. Also, Subriel Matias, who is a dynamic power puncher. This guy can punch holes through walls. And he's taking on Showjan Ergashev, 23-0, 20 knockouts, trained under the guidance of Trevon Sugar Hill Stewart, who happens to be the nephew of the late, great Emmanuel Stewart, the legendary trainer and Boxing Hall of Famer. I mean, my goodness, this card is loaded, and it is going to provide plenty of fireworks, almost like we were embarking on the 4th of July. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fight Week here in Las Vegas. As I'm going to turn it over quickly to D. Miles for a few brief moments, and we'll come back and get ready for Jose Benavidez Jr. and David Benavidez as we resume with our workout here in Las Vegas. Great to be here at the Mandalay Bay Benavidez Andrade Saturday night Michelob ULTRA Arena here, Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas.
He deserves every fight. We make this stuff 20 minutes at a time. You know, you honestly listen to that. So he finally said it's a second to last fight. That's right, how much more can he say? Ray was like,
Well, we're back here in Las Vegas, here at the Mandalay Bay, as we are awaiting Jose Benavidez Jr. and David Benavidez. And, you know, one thing I will tell you, and it is so, important that we shed light on the fact that here we have what a story with David Benavidez and his older brother, Jose Benavidez Jr., headlining main event, co-main event in Las Vegas. But how about a round of applause to their father, Jose Benavidez Sr., who has trained both of his sons to get them to this level. David, a world champion. Jose Benavidez Jr., his son, who's fought for the world title on a couple of occasions in there against Terrence Crawford and also Danny Garcia. An outstanding amateur, a guy who's been a contender for a while. But Jose Benavidez Sr. bringing his sons to this level And I think it is so fitting that these two brothers and their father are going to go to battle during the holiday season here, as it's all about being around family, friends, and your loved ones as we get ready for Thanksgiving and then the holiday season. I think it's just so fitting that Jose Benavidez Sr. is going to be leading his sons into big matchups with Jose Benavidez Jr. against Jermall Charlo, David Benavidez, his youngest son, against Demetrius Boo Andrade, who will be defending his interim WBC Super Middleweight Championship of the world. Well, right now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to go ahead. We will start off with the man involved in the co-main event. His record, 28 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 19 wins coming by way of knockout. He's the older brother of David, a long-established contender with a decorated amateur career. I mentioned the fact that he's been in there against the likes of Terrence Crawford and Danny Garcia, having defeated Sladan Janjanan back in August. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jose El Phoenix Benavidez Jr. All right, Jose will be here in a few short moments, and he is getting himself prepared, but man, I can't wait to talk to Jose, especially after, if you haven't seen the press conference from yesterday, go on the Premier Boxing Champions YouTube page or the Showtime Sports YouTube page. Check out the final press conference from yesterday. Oh my gosh, talk about a scintillating press conference. One where you saw plenty of bad blood between Jose Benavidez Jr. and his opponent in Jermall Charlo. Oh my goodness. We have Jose Benavidez Sr. in the ring, ladies and gentlemen, the proud father of David Benavidez and Jose Benavidez Jr. I commend him, and also I love his Jordans that he's wearing. He's got some slick J's that he has got on his feet. Great to see Jose Benavidez Sr. Jose, real quick before your sons get ready to come in here and work out, the holidays are about being around family, being around your loved ones. You've led your sons to this point. David, youngest super middleweight champion of the world. Jose Benavidez Jr., the biggest fight of his life on Saturday. Main event, co-main event in Las Vegas. How special is this to the entire Benavidez family?
Well, first of all, I want to thank you for that great introduction. But this November 25th, it's going to be a special night for me, because I got 2 of my sons fighting in Showtime PPV. It's a great event, and it's going to be a great fight, super tough fight for both of them. And we worked so hard for this to get here, and I'm super proud of what they have accomplished in their lives.
Did you feel like both David and Jose fed off of each other's energies in camp as they were preparing for this fight?
Yeah, I think there's like a little competition there. They push each other to be the best. And they spark each other. So the 3 of us have been working super hard for this moment. And believe me, you guys are going to see a great fight, a lot of action, and they're going to become victorious.
How great is a night like this for boxing? Because before you got in here, every one of these 4 fights on pay-per-view could be a standalone main event alone anywhere in the world.
Yeah, well, I think we're going to finish a year with a great fight. This is the last show for Showtime pay-per-view. And we're going to finish with David Benavidez against Boo. Jose Benavidez Jr. against Charlo. It's a great fight. I think it could be the fight of the year for Jr. and David.
Now, I don't know if you remember. I'm sure you do. But when David became the youngest super middleweight champion of the world in history at 20 years of age, he did it here at Michelob ULTRA Arena and Mandalay Bay. So what is it like to returning to where David had that triumphant accomplishment back when he was 20 years of age and he made history?
Well, like I said, I'm blessed. I want to thank God for giving me the strength to keep up with this. Boxing is super hard, and I would never imagine in my life to be standing here and fighting in an event this big. And I didn't know nothing about boxing, and now we're here. So if I did it, anybody could do it. and it's a great feeling, and we're going to continue working hard. And I mean, this is just the beginning. David's only 26 years old, Junior's 30 years old, and I think we have a long way to go.
What an absolute tremendous story. And finally, Jose, proud family man, your sons, their fathers, they have beautiful families. But what do you want to tell everyone around the United States that will be celebrating Thanksgiving tomorrow as we get ready to enter the holiday season here?
I think it's going to be a great night of boxing. Everybody's going to be home celebrating on Thanksgiving. Make sure to get Showtime pay-per-view because you guys are going to be entertained. You guys are going to be here for a good treat. And I promise you guys are going to have a great night of boxing.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the esteemed father and trainer of David Benavidez and Jose Benavidez Jr., Jose Benavidez Sr. What a trainer Jose Benavidez Sr. is. And we are awaiting Jose El Phoenix Benavidez Jr. All right, we will have David first, and then we will have Jose. So we will have David Benavidez first. David, what an outstanding and an extensive resume. 27-0, 23 knockouts, a two-time super middleweight champion of the world, 26 years of age, originally from Phoenix, now residing in the Seattle area, holds title-winning victories over the likes of Anthony the Dog Durrell. He did that at Crypto.com Arena on the undercard of Errol Spence Jr.'s victory over Showtime Sean Porter. What a night that was. And then he goes ahead and he defeated Ronald Gavril here at Michelob ULTRA Arena when he was just 20 years of age to become the youngest super middleweight champion in history. Most recently had a long-anticipated and a triumphant win over a determined Caleb Plant in his maiden voyage as a headliner here in Las Vegas. It's his second time with his name on the marquee that he is main eventing of a Showtime pay-per-view event. Currently getting his hands wrapped, but ladies and gentlemen, before he steps into the ring, let's have a round of applause for David El Monstruo Benavidez. David will be in the ring in a few short moments as he is getting himself prepared and ready to go. And man, I got to tell you, in the vibes that I get, I'm a big vibe guy. I get that both David Benavidez and Jose Benavidez, they're ready to provide some action-packed fighting on Saturday. They just have this, both of them have an edge about them, and I can't wait to see them in the ring against their respective opponents. All 8 fighters the entire card is absolutely stacked, but all 8 fighters on the pay-per-view, top-level, world-class prize fighters. That's what these fighters are. World-class prize fighters who do it at such an elite level. When you get to this stage here in Las Vegas, when you get to Showtime pay-per-view, when you get to an event presented by Premier Boxing Champions, promoted by TGB Promotions and Samson Boxing, this is what you aspire to be. This is where you aspire to be as a prize fighter. It's, as they say, it is rarefied air. And these fighters get the opportunity to display their ability on Saturday night. Now, look, these fighters, many of them, they're proud family men. David is a proud father. Jose Benavidez Jr. is a proud father. Jermall Charlo, proud father. They are sacrificing Thanksgiving with their families to come and really take and seize this massive opportunity that they have in front of them. And no doubt, when you watch on Saturday night, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time, you will be entertained because these are some terrific fights. And any one of the 4, and I truly mean that sincerely, can headline anywhere in the world. And essentially, you are getting it. Now here is David El Monstruo Benavidez. Let's give it up for the interim WBC super middleweight champion of the world. David, great to see you. Happy holidays to you and your family. now that you're here yet again, second time around, main eventing a big pay-per-view card here in Las Vegas, how good does this feel?
I feel amazing, man. First of all, I just want to thank all the beautiful people that came out to see us right now for this media workout. Thank you so much. I worked extremely hard for this camp. I promise you I'm not going to disappoint you guys. It's going to be the best fight I've had to this date, and it's going to be amazing. The whole card is stacked. My brother's looking good, too, so it's going to be a great night for Team Benavidez.
All right, how much, I asked your father this, but when you were training with, you and your brother have big fights ahead of you, and how much did you guys push each other when you were in camp? Because you both have massive fights ahead of you on Saturday.
Yeah, we pushed each other to the limit. This is something that we've been dreaming for since we were little kids. He's co-main event, I'm main event. Pay-per-view fight, it doesn't get better than this. So, we're just really excited to be here.
And I know that you're sacrificing Thanksgiving, but you're really spending the entire week with your family. Your father's your lead trainer.
Yeah, I'm just grateful, happy to be in this position. I'm also happy to be able to give you guys this type of entertainment while everybody's at their family's house on Saturday. So it's going to be a great night of boxing.
Well, I commend you for sacrificing the time to be able to provide that entertainment to us on Saturday. But in preparation for this fight, the vibe that I'm getting for you or from you is a quiet intensity. I feel this intensity from you. Where does that come from?
I think it's just experience, everything I've been through in my life. I'm probably the most motivated I've ever been in my life. I have my son, I have my wife, and then I have my baby, Chloe, on the way. She's going to be born in 3 weeks.
Wow, congratulations. Wow, Chloe on the way in 3 weeks.
I'm motivated on a different level right now, and I really do want to prove to you guys I am the best in the world.
When you see, we saw it on All Access, but we see Mike Tyson loves watching you fight. All the great Mexican fighters, Chavez Sr., Marco Antonio Barrera, Juan Manuel Marquez, when they're saying when you fight, they're watching no matter what it is that they're doing. What does that mean for you? Because you grew up watching these guys.
It definitely gives me more motivation to go in there and fight even harder. I've idolized these guys since I was a young kid. And all the entertainment they brought in the fight, that's the type of entertainment I want to give the fans now on this day.
So you got Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade in front of you, a guy that not many fighters were clamoring to sign on the dotted line and share the ring with. Why did you decide to settle on Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade, who is no easy task by any stretch of the imagination?
That's to answer the question, because he's the hardest. He's the best. Other than myself, he's the best in the division. He's the hardest task besides Canelo, so I want to challenge myself. I really do want to be the best, and I'm telling you guys that I want there not to be a doubt in anybody's head that I'm the best in the world at the super middleweight division. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
So you think that the winner of this fight, even though, and just, for the way that it is, even though Canelo Alvarez is a champion here at super middleweight, that you feel that the winner of this fight is going to cement their status as being the best 168-pounder on the planet?
Yeah, definitely. To be honest with you, I'm not worried about Canelo. I'm not worried about anybody. My job is to clear out the division, and that's exactly why I intend on doing.
So no matter who they put in front of you, that's your focus.
I'm not going nowhere. I'm going to be the best in the division, and this is the start of the Benavidez era.
Wow. All right, so my final question to you before we get ready to work out, and I don't want to be anywhere near your punches, is what is your prediction for Saturday night against Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade?
I'm going for a knockout. I'm going for a knockout. I really do want to give the people what they want to see. It's not going to be an easy task, but hey, I always end up I always find a way to find a victory. So I'm going for a knockout.
All right, something that came to mind. You're fighting here at Michelob ULTRA Arena. You were 20 years of age when you became the youngest super middleweight champion in the world. You were so young, when you won the world championship, you couldn't even have a sip of champagne because you legally couldn't do it. So what is that like returning here to Michelob ULTRA Arena here at Mandalay Bay?
It just all this is surreal to me. When I was younger, I dedicated myself. I knew I wanted to accomplish this dream, and I accomplished it. But now there's still a lot of work to do, and by the time I'm done, I'm going to be the greatest in my era.
Well, you heard what he said, the start of the Benavidez era. Well, let him work out. David El Monstruo Benavidez. He takes on Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade. His promoter, Samson Lukowitz. And I'm going to give you a quick story real quick while David works out. When David Benavidez made his first appearance on Showtime, He was, I think, 18 years of age, and Samson Lukowicz, who is one of the best minds we've ever had in boxing, he told me, and Samson, I'll come over to you. You told me, I have somebody special. Here's a 19-year-old kid, 18-year-old kid who was not how he is now. He was a bit skinnier than what he was, but you told me I got my next world champion, and 2 years later, he did that.
Well, I told you from the first day that he will be a champion, the youngest champion in the super middleweight division, and what I promised, I complied. And I promised that he will knock out Bubu Andrade.
Wow, you heard it from Samson Lukowicz. He's going to knock out. David will knock out Demetrius Bubu Andrade. Will allow David Benavidez to work out. El Monstruo in the house, undefeated. It's Benavidez Andrade on Showtime pay-per-view.
Todo ya pasé, claro que le batallé, no sabes todo sobre él. No soy el mismo que ayer. Mercedes, pegué, me hace que se siente bien lo que un día soñé. Todo ya me desperté, mi mamá no para de pensar. Todo junto a mi letra. Por amor está bien buena, monta en mi camioneta, ahora yo soy la nicena, soy un candale, y escalados por la vida, arriba la bandera viejo, ya, ya.
I don't know if you saw that hand speed. That hand speed is quick. If you want to see some crazy hand speed, go and look up David Benavidez knockout over Rogelio Porky Medina back from the spring of 2017. It looked like a video game combination that you hit, and that's what David Benavidez landed on Porky Medina back in 2017. in the house here in Las Vegas. David El Monstruo Benavidez. He defends his world championship against Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade, a 2-division unbeaten world champion. Someone's zone's got to go. It's Benavidez Andrade this Saturday on Showtime pay-per-view here in Las Vegas. Is ready for Saturday as he gets set to square off against Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade. We appreciate David Benavidez working out here, the interim WBC super middleweight champion of the world. He's undefeated. He was the youngest super middleweight champion and still is. He holds the record of being the youngest super middleweight champion of the world at 20 years of age. He's set and ready to go. And talk about determination that we are seeing being exuded by David El Monstruo Benavidez. If you're wondering why Mike Tyson loves him, well, just look at what he just did right now in the ring, and it's barely Wednesday. Can you imagine what in the world we're going to get on Saturday when him and Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade get set to go toe-to-toe live on Showtime pay-per-view. Give it up for El Monstruo, David Benavidez. David, I'll give you the floor before I bring in your older brother, but, you know, finally, what do you want to tell the public out there as not only do they get ready for Thanksgiving, but get ready to watch you fight on Saturday?
Man, it's going to be a great night of boxing on Saturday. Like I said, you guys want to see knockouts, I'm going to beat the shit out of Demetrius Andrade, so let's get it.
Wow, nothing more needs to be said. David El Monstruo Benavidez. All right, thank you very much to David. We appreciate him and talk about displaying intensity, in the words of the late great Chicago Bull Norm Van Leer. That's what he's bringing. Intensity is David Benavidez. Now we bring up to the ring his record: 28 victories, 2 losses, 1 draw, 19 wins coming by way of knockout. He is from Phoenix, Arizona. This man has challenged the likes of Terrence Bud Crawford and also Danny Garcia, having come off a win over Sladan Janjanan back in August. Also, he's a heck of an actor, having co-starred in the acclaimed movie Creed. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause to Jose El Phoenix Benavidez Jr. I know he's doing some stretching. Great to see Jose. Jose, before we get to your opponent, but, you know, during the holidays, I asked your father, I asked your younger brother, David, what is it like to be here in Las Vegas? Your brother's main event, your co-main event, your dad brought you guys here. All three of you guys are doing it together. How special is this for the Benavidez family?
You know, it's something very special, something that we dreamed about as kids, you know, being in a big arena, you know, being on this type of venue. It's crazy, you know, just to know that we made it. We're here. All that hard work is paying off. So from now here, it's just take on the world from now. I'm thankful to have my brother and my dad next to me.
Was training camp that much better because of the fact that you had your brother training super hard for a fight? This is the biggest fights of your careers, respectively.
It was great. Not only that, I actually didn't have to lose that much weight. You know,
so that had to feel good.
doing 47-54 was just kind of killing me. You know, so now my natural weight, I feel strong, ready, and me and my brother got some hell of a good rounds in the sparring. That's for sure.
So you guys went at it.
Oh yeah, we went at it. When we're in the ring, there's no brothers.
Man, it sounded to me like that was worth the price of the pay-per-view that we're going to see on Saturday.
No, like I'm just thankful. I'm just thankful for everyone who came to support us. Thank you, PBC. Thank the Lord, and thank everyone that's been out to support us. I'm ready.
So you're saying that it was getting a bit difficult for you at 47 and 54. So are you telling us that we are going to see the best version of Jose Benavidez Jr. on Saturday against Jermall Charlo?
No doubt in my mind, I'm like I said, I feel confident. I'm ready. I've never felt like this before. I'm hungry, and I'm going to come to eat.
With your opponent in Jermall Charlo, I will quickly touch on it, but the press conference yesterday got a bit intense. The virtual press conference, let's just say there's no love lost between you two. What are your thoughts as you prepare to head into this fight against Jermall Charlo? What did you take away from yesterday?
I'll leave all that talking in the ring. I don't really care what he's doing, what people think. I'm ready, and I'm going to come to eat. I'm going to show him who the world champion is at 160.
Is this going to be sort of your statement to the world as to say, I am a bona fide, full-fledged middleweight, and I'm a force to be reckoned with?
This is exactly what it is. This is a statement I'm going to make, and I'm going to show the world what I'm made out of.
You're 30 years of age, but I feel like in terms of being around, because you were a highly touted amateur and there are a lot of expectations placed upon you, that you're a young veteran because of being on the stages that you have before?
I've been in the game since I was 6 years old. I fought in Manny Pacquiao cards. I fought in Cotto cards. I feel like I'm a vet in the game, and I just feel at this weight, I feel strong. I feel like I finally got my man strength, and I'm ready. I'm more excited than anything. I'm really motivated, and I want to get this show on the road. I'm going to give the people a good show, that's for sure.
But it's crazy, though, because you're only 30 years of age. I mean, so you're still, when it comes to year-wise, you're still relatively young.
I'm young, but I got an old soul, and I think old, so I'm ready.
All right, Jose, we'll allow you to work out. Good luck on Saturday, and also I want to know your prediction on Saturday.
I'm going to take him out. I'm going to stop him.
A stoppage victory over Jermall Charlo.
100% guaranteed. I'll put money on it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jose El Phoenix Benavidez Jr. working out here in Las Vegas. Co-main event. It is Charlo and Benavidez Jr. getting set to rumble here in Vegas. broke someone's bracelet and they're either his or his dad's, but that's how hard he's hitting. Is Jose Benavidez Jr. at Phoenix in the house, getting set for his matchup against Jermall Charlo. It is Charlo Benavidez Jr., the co-main event of Benavidez and Andrade on Showtime pay-per-view Michelob ULTRA Arena here in Las Vegas at the Mandalay Bay. It is clear that he is locked in ahead of his matchup against Jermall Charlo. As he's taking off his gloves real quick, Jose, what's the final thing that you want to say to all the fans out there? They're getting set to celebrate Thanksgiving tomorrow here in the United States, and then getting set for your and your brother's matchups. David against Demetrius Andrade, you against Jermall Charlo.
Thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I want to thank God. I want to thank Al Heyman. I want to thank PBC, Showtime. But let's get it. I'm ready. I'm hungry and I'm ready. Let's go. Let's get it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Jose Benavidez Jr. That'll do it here from the Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas. The Benavidez Andrade workouts have come to a close tomorrow. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you and your families, wherever you might be. Let's all have a happy holiday season. We will see you on Friday, 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific time, here at the House of Blues for the ceremonial weigh-in, as you will see the guys face off for the final time. Then Saturday night, Showtime pay-per-view, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time, Benavidez Andrade for the interim WBC Super Middleweight Championship of the World. What a loaded card it's going to be here in Las Vegas at Michelob ULTRA Arena at the Mandalay Bay. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We'll talk to you on Friday.
I just got to remain dominant and beating all these guys, and that's what I'm going to do. At the end of the day, I feel like I just want to be the best out of everybody. It doesn't matter about titles or none of that. If I fight the best and beat the best, then that's the case right there.
Man with many hats, you know what I'm saying? I have an imagination, I have a way of beating everybody. You just never know what you're gonna get. David, he's a 10 for 10 guy. 2-time world champion, won the belt, lost the belt, won the belt. Being able to do that, rebound, do it again, he's great. He's a good fighter, he's an elite guy.
If I've been boxing for 23 years, he's probably been boxing for like 28 himself. As a fighter, he poses a lot of challenges. He's fast, he throws a lot of combinations, he moves around a lot. He has a good IQ, he has a lot of experience. I think I'm barely entering my prime because you build more of your man strength at 27. The fundamentals and the groundwork is already done. So I think the prime is definitely coming in soon.
Through all my fights, when you look at it, like, there's a lot of glimpse of what I can do. When I really kick it into gear and I focus in, like, I know how to break down people.
And I want there to be no mistake that I am the best in this division.
We have a great fight in front of us. There's no damage that I have taken, David haven't. Then the day was 2 prime guys at their best.
I envision me stopping Demetrius Andrade. I feel right now I'm just too strong, too powerful. I want to be the face of boxing, and that's exactly what we're going to do. And I'm going to be a legend by the time my time is done.